Hello, everyone. It's me again. Remember me? If you said no, makes sense. Because either you just randomly found my video, or you just forgot about me and you forgot you were subscribed. And let's be honest, I do it all the time. Like when JonTron started to re-upload stuff again. Like I was like, oh yeah, that guy. I love that guy. Anyway, I doubt any of you really love me that much. Anyway, I don't have like any flashy visuals. I'm still poor, you know? I've been trying to get a job and trying to catch up with school because I've been a lazy piece of shit, which given my upload schedule, I'm sure you can definitely believe. But main point is I just want to ramble, you know. I'm just here. You don't have to be here. You can like just leave if you want. I don't care. But if you want to listen to me ramble, you can. Today I'm just going to be talking about Sans and Papyrus and what I think the importance of them is. Long story short, I don't really think they're as mysterious as we say they are. Because like if anything, they're skeletons. Okay? They're skeletons. We know this. Everyone knows this. And it's acknowledged that they just popped in Snowden one day. That just happened. No one really tended to question it. They're skeletons. And they're clearly human skeletons. So who says that they didn't just come out of the ground? And that they're legit just they were humans, now they're not humans, and in all honesty, it's very possible that magic might have just leaked into their bones and that they just forgot that they were ever humans. That's very possible. Have you seen that one car? Have you seen that one what's hold up, I'm gonna sit down. I don't want to just keep pacing back and forth like a maniac. Oh, I bet the audio is so bad on this. I am recording this on a phone that I got for free that I've had for about a couple years now. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. But yeah, so like Papyrus and Sans probably just kind of came into the underground one day. And like, God, this room is echoing. Just kind of try to ignore it. But and like honestly, I don't really think it's that big of a deal, to be honest. And like, I don't really even think that Sans is from Deltarune. I don't really think that we're supposed to look that much into it. Because if Sans is from Deltarune, wouldn't he recognize Torio's voice? Especially what we saw with Sans and Torio dancing. Which, let's acknowledge that Torio was not well, I'm not going to say was not a good parent, but is definitely not as good as a lot of people seemed to headcanon her as. Because she didn't even realize that Chris was gone, so kind of makes her look bad, doesn't it? But our main point is, I don't really think Sans and Papyrus are really that, like, mysterious. I never really cared that much, you know? Like, I've looked into it, and you know that one theory, the fucking Steven after not surviving theory? Does anybody remember that? Also, I'm gonna turn 20 this year, so that's a thing. In case anyone came here when I was still reviewing talkies. Remember when I did fucking food reviews? Do you remember that? I do. I wish I went back to that, but mom ain't recording anymore because we got a lot of stuff going on right now. But yeah, but back to what I was saying. Again, I don't really do this for money. I do this for fun. So if I just disappear after this, don't really be that surprised. But honestly, I think that the whole stuff with Sans Papyrus, while it may seem really mysterious, I don't really think it's as like ooh as it is. Like one, a lot of the things you could kind of connect to things in Undertale. Like you don't really need to go to Deltarune to figure out things about Sans. Because, like, okay, I'm going to focus on Sans just for a second. So, one, in Undertale, let's say you kill every monster, you do a genocide route. Sans literally only fights you because you did a genocide route. He could not care less if you killed everyone and then stopped at one monster. It doesn't matter what that monster is. But as long as you didn't kill at least one of the monsters that would have it count as a genocide route, then it doesn't really matter to him, you know? Like, let's say you kill everyone but Papyrus. He don't care. He'll call you and he'll call you an asshole or something, tell you to go to hell. But like, that's kind of all that he'll do. And like, to be honest, at least that saves you the fight. But also at the same time, a lot of people do genocide so they can fight Sans. That is why most people do it. Because let's be honest, there's not really another motive to fight Sans. You know, like to do like there is no real motive to do a genocide route other than if you want to fight Sans or just see what will happen, like Flowey. That is literally the only other reason. Especially because it's really tedious. I've played a genocide route before, and I have never really defeated Sans, and to be honest, I kind of like that I haven't because I don't want to do the whole thing where you see Kara or Carver or Kirira or however the hell we're supposed to pronounce Kara's name. I'm just gonna say Kara. I don't care. I don't care. I am not that good with jokes, but I try. Some YouTubers lie to you and say this thing and do this thing, and then they end up touching kids or something. Remember Sky does Minecraft? The children do. Oh, that's dark. I shouldn't joke about that, but still, you get the point. Uh, but yeah, like Sans is lazy. That is who he is. He's lazy. Is it a bad thing? I mean, kinda. But at the same time, it's also kind of a part of his character. Like it's straight up acknowledged. Also, the fact that he can ride a bike on the highway is both impressive and kind of scary. Because how is he faster than a moving car? Sans, I know you can like do weird teleportation powers and stuff, but like, what? You don't even have muscles. How are you doing this? And also, why was what? Like, how fast did Papyrus get that driver's license? Does he have a license? Did he just steal a car? Given the fact that it's specifically like his own like car, like race car ped, I doubt that he just stole a car, especially because Papyrus is way too nice to really do that. Also, speaking of Papyrus, he is not dumb. He's not dumb. Sorry, I have a stutter. I stutter. Anyway, Papyrus isn't stupid. He's not stupid. You know? He plays naive. Some things he can be naive about, but for the most part, he's not really naive. If anything, he's more like he's more like Steven than Sans is. If we're gonna talk about this Steven after not surviving theory. Also, not sure if all of you caught the reference in the Spamton sweepstakes, but the Spamton after not surviving thing, that was just gold. That was a great reference. I love it so much. Because, like, you might be like, are you sure it's a reference? Yes. Because, literally, what other reason would Toby have to have one of the prizes just be Spamton after not surviving? And why is it that specifically? It would have to be a reference to the Steven after not surviving theory. Let's be honest, most Undertale fans know about it. So, like, let's say my mom just texted me, but you know what? We're just gonna ignore that. All she said was okay anyway. So, you know, I'll text her after. Anyway, sorry, itchy. Also my hair is only short for now. It will grow out again. You will see the afro. Don't worry. It always comes back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Uh, Papyrus. I was talking about Papyrus. I know I brought up the reference, but I just wanted to bring that up just so more people realized it. And if you didn't really put the pieces together or you don't know what the theory is, look up Steven After Not Surviving theory and then watch it and then realize that it's a very old video and that doesn't really make sense even a lot of things in the future. But like it'd be funny if it was cool. I would love a Sans Steven Universe timeline to where like Sans now out of the underground, like after a pacifist route, now has to deal with the same stuff that he had to deal with before he died. That would be hilarious in my opinion. Because could you imagine Sans sees fucking Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl and like they can't really tell it's Steven at first because let's be honest, it skeleton guy, you're not gonna really you're not gonna see that and think Steven immediately. However, it would be cool if he did a little and like he used Rose's shield or something. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about my fan fictions that will never be written because I don't care about them that much. And I'm gonna oh yeah, but yeah, like Papyrus isn't as one. He definitely could be stronger. Like let's not lie to ourselves. Papyrus is a strong boy. He just doesn't really want to fight you that much. He does like in Undertale. He doesn't want to fight you, or at least he doesn't want to kill you. He definitely wants to capture you, but he never said anything about killing you. Undyne did, but not Papyrus. Especially because like it seems that Papyrus kind of knows. Oh, excuse me. Knows more than he says, but well, obviously, he doesn't really act like it. You kind of have to like do all the stuff. Like you have to check the alarm clock dialogue. You have to like do specific things. Do all this stuff. It's all complicated, and to be honest, I don't really care that much about it. I just like the characters. I like the funny Bone Man saying puns and Papyrus being mad that he likes the puns. Because that's something I think a lot of people in the fanon don't really accept. Because, like, Papyrus likes Sans' puns. He just tries to hate them. Because he knows that they're bad jokes. But he still finds them funny. So it's like if you hear a very dark joke that you shouldn't be laughing at, but at the same time it's still funny. Like it's still funny. You it still gets a chuckle out of you, even if it's really messed up. Like you might have laughed at the Sky Does Minecraft joke I did earlier. You might have not. You might have gotten offended by it. And to be honest, you do you. Be offended. I don't really care. Chicka chicka Slim Shady. Oh, sorry. I'm just having fun. But yeah. Guess that's kind of it. I just kind of wanted to ramble for a bit. Ooh, wait, hold up. Okay, I can't flip the camera, so I'm just gonna have to do this. Okay, how's that look? Can you see it all? Hold up, let me. I'll just do this because the camera is like. How's that looking? I'm gonna post like the full, like fully drawn one. This is just a sketch version of it. But yeah, this is just something I drew because I got really bored. That's supposed to be Wilfred Wolfstache. I'm gonna eventually color it in, but for right now, I'm just showing you the sketch version of it. Had some of my friends like put in characters. Like down here, we got down here. Hold up, can you see it right? I hope you can. Uh, yeah. Here's Mordecai and Rigby from regular show. I'm not gonna finish it right now in case any of y'all want any other characters in it. He was Jake the dog from Adventure Time because, of course, Jake the dog from Adventure Time. There's Jax from the Digital Circus, and that's as much as I really care about him. I just kind of put his head in. There's Stolas from Hell of a Boss. He's there. Anyway, there's Bill Cipher because honestly, he was the first character I drew. I like Bill Cipher. Then there's Wilford. Actually, no, Wilford Wolfstash. Then it was Bill Cipher, I think. My main point is Wilford Wolfstash is here because he's the best character in Markiplier lore, and you cannot change my mind. Of course, Sans and Papyrus, the main topic of this, and Steven! I had to. I had to do the and Steven. You know I had to. You know I am not better than anything. You know I had to do it. And Steven! You know I had to. You know I had to. Hold up, I'm gonna see. Not the best lighting, but I think you might be able to see it well. I drew this. Me. Sketch by sketch. I can't really... Look, there's my name. I put my name on it. I put my name on it. Guys, look at this cool fan art I drew. That's basically what I'm saying, in a nutshell. I also like to make fun of myself sometimes. I'm a very sarcastic person, at least, and I'm comfortable. And I'm really just talking to a camera, so of course I'm comfortable, because from my perspective, yeah, people are going to definitely see this. You know, I have like, what, 50 subscribers? Not a lot of people, but hey, it's enough for me. Now, I'm going to sit back in my bed, ignore those. Those are my actual medications that you don't need to know about. Because, like, my medical history really isn't something that you need to know or care about. God damn it. What? Sorry, my glasses. Hold up, do I look cooler with the glasses on? I want to see. Do I look awesome now? Do I look like I'm a cool dude? Do I at all hold the same level as Papyrus with these on? I'm assuming no. I'm assuming no. But, you know, you can try. I would do a Let's Play, however, like I've previously stated, I'm poor. All I have is a Nintendo Switch. And, I mean, I could technically, like, use my chin to, like, record it and just, like, do something like this. Just, like, show the screen. I mean, okay, I'll try that. I'll try to do a Let's Play. I will try to do an Undertale Let's Play. I'll even do the voices. Well, my version of the voices, of course. I like to do impressions. You know, I even have a Sans. I have. Well, actually, no, that's Papyrus. I don't know why I said Sans. I'm kind of loopy right now for reasons I'm not gonna really acknowledge. I got a lot of books. I like to read. I live in Florida, so like the fact that I can read alone is impressive. Ugh. I also have something else I drew. However, it's with my own character that I kind of would like to use for a show at some point. So I'm just going to keep that all hidden for now because, like, copyright and stuff, and I don't want anyone stealing my characters. You know, you gotta be careful about that. I'm very careful. Also, this is a bad idea. I'm literally stretching on an air mattress right now. You're seeing my current life. This is how I live. This is how I live. I just wanted to show you that this is my favorite game. You might be like, really? Mario 3D Land is your favorite Mario game? No, I didn't say it's my favorite Mario game. I said it's my favorite game. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me correctly. You might think, really? Out of all of the games out there, this 3DS game? Yes. Look at my eye. Yes, this is my favorite game. Why? I had it. It was one of the first games I had as a kid. I had 3D World too, and I liked it because I got Bowser in the purple car. That's awesome. He looked awesome, and his theme like that's just awesome. But overall, he's just like overall like I just like this game more. It's nostalgic for me. It's one of the first games I ever had, and it's just genuinely a good game. Also, Mario 64 DS is underrated as hell, especially if you can't afford to buy uh, a a 64 because they're like so much money these days, and you don't have money to get a computer, so you can't really do an emulator thing. And let's be honest, you don't really want to, install a virus or anything. So yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop laying backwards now, not because like blood rushes to my head or anything, but because I'm scared I might drop the phone. And I'd rather drop it on this air mattress I sleep on than drop it on the hard concrete floor. I don't think it's concrete, but it's a hard floor of some sort of stone material. I think it's like I don't know what it is. But yeah, I'm not dead. So that's good. Not dead yet. I say yet because one day we're all gonna die. Remember that. All of you. All of you. All of you will die one day. Including me. And Steven! I had to at least throw one last one in. But yeah. See y'all dudes whenever I decide to upload again. That's basically it. But yeah, I'm thinking if I can, I might do a food review again sometime in the future. If I'm walking in the store and just think, this looks this looks strange. I'll try it. I'll do that. I'll talk about it. You don't really need to care about my opinions or anything, but yeah, that's about it. So I guess I'll see all of you in my next video. Bye bye.